Did you know that in just 5 seconds you can change your life? That's right. In the time it takes for a heartbeat to pulse, for a raindrop to fall, for a breath to be drawn, you can alter your reality. Perhaps your brows are furrowing in disbelief at this point. 5 seconds? That's barely even a moment. Can such a brief window of time hold such transformative power? The answer is a resounding yes. We're not referring to the 5-second rule you hastily employ when your favorite snack tumbles to the ground. No, we're exploring an entirely different territory, a psychological realm that is both intriguing and empowering. We're introducing you to the world of the 5-second rule, a concept that is not about salvaging fallen food, but rather a mental strategy that has the potential to turn procrastination into productivity, convert fear into fortitude, and convert anxiety into action. This rule is a potent psychological hack, deceptively simple, yet astoundingly powerful. It can help you crack the cycle of self-doubt and inaction. This 5-second rule was brought into the limelight by Mel Robbins, a respected motivational speaker and author. This isn't just another fleeting self-help trend, but a robust tool that has been accepted and adopted by people globally, aiding them in overcoming obstacles that hinder their journey towards their true potential. Imagine this. How often do we find ourselves mired in procrastination, unable to break free? How frequently do we allow fear and anxiety to dominate our actions, or more accurately, our inactions? These are universal challenges, battles that we face daily. But what if a solution exists? An effortless solution that takes a mere 5 seconds to execute. This is where the 5-second rule comes into the picture. The 5-second rule urges you to take action on your instincts before your brain has the opportunity to dissuade you. It's about counting down from 5 and then just taking the leap. It doesn't leave room for overthinking or second-guessing, just pure, unadulterated action. The beauty of this rule lies in its versatility. It can be applied to almost every situation. Whether you're struggling to initiate a new project, finding it hard to leave the comfort of your bed in the morning, or getting jittery over important presentation, the 5-second rule can guide you towards taking that crucial first step. In just 5 seconds, you can propel your life forward. Intriguing, isn't it? Take a moment to imagine the possibilities, to visualize the potential outcomes. This rule is not just about acting quickly, it's about moving beyond the barriers of self-doubt and hesitation and stepping into a world of action and accomplishment. So stick with us as we delve deeper into this fascinating concept, dissecting its elements, exploring its applications, and demonstrating how it can revolutionize your life. Your journey towards a more proactive and productive life starts now. So, what is this 5-second rule and how does it work? You may wonder. Explaining it in a nutshell, it's a surprisingly straightforward rule. It's a tool that can be truly empowering, aiding you to transform your mere thoughts into tangible actions. Simply put, the 5-second rule is a concept that can be divided into 3 salient parts. The commencement of the rule is the first part. It starts the very moment you have an instinct to act on something. This could range from a simple thought of rising early to exercise, or it could be as significant as deciding to resign from your job to embark on your entrepreneurial journey. It's that faint whisper in your mind, that primal urge, that's nudging you to make a change, to take a step towards a goal. Now, this is exactly where the 5-second rule makes its grand entrance. Instead of allowing your mind to convince you against it, you trigger a countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. This countdown is not just a random count. It plays an instrumental role in the process. The countdown works because it disrupts the process of your brain churning out endless excuses. It acts like a cognitive switch that shifts your brain from a laid-back autopilot mode to an active, engaged mode that's ready to take on challenges. As we move forward, we encounter the third and final part of the 5-second rule, which happens to be the most significant: the physical action. This might mean literally taking a step forward, or it could be as simple as picking up your phone to make a call, or as big of a decision as drafting a resignation email. The essential point is to take some form of physical action that is in sync with your instinct. At its core, the 5-second rule is essentially a form of metacognition. Metacognition is a process where you engage in thinking about your own thoughts. It's a form of self-awareness where you evaluate your thought patterns and disrupt any that may be obstructing your progress. The rule serves as an encouragement for this process by interrupting habitual thought patterns that might be holding you back. This rule isn't simply about counting down from 5. It's not just a psychological trick to conquer procrastination or overcome our innate fears and self-doubts. This rule is about breaking free from old routines and patterns, helping you take a step back to evaluate your thoughts, and most importantly, to act on them. It's a catalyst that forces you to reassess your desires, your dreams, and your ambitions, to not just envision them, but to bring them to fruition. The 5-second rule is a unique psychological tool that provides a framework to help you take charge of your life. It's a simple yet effective method to turn your thoughts and dreams into a tangible reality. It's more than just a countdown, it's a push button. A button that once pushed sets into motion the wheels of change and progress. It's a tool that empowers you to overcome your fears, your hesitations, and your doubts. It's a tool that encourages you to start living your dreams, rather than just dream them. In essence, the 5-second rule is a push button to start acting on your goals. You might be wondering, is there any science to back this up? The answer to this question is an emphatic, and the science behind it is not only intriguing, but it's also transformative. 5-second rule finds its roots not merely in the domain of motivation and self-help, but it's entwined deeply in the complex and fascinating operation of our brains, our neural pathways, and the way we make decisions and respond to stimuli. To begin with, let's delve into the prefrontal cortex. This is a crucial part of our brain, the part responsible for decision-making, strategic planning, and complex cognitive behavior. Picture this area as the captain of a ship, expertly maneuvering us through the tumultuous seas of life, guiding us towards our desired destination. It fundamentally dictates the direction we take, steering us effectively based on our decisions and plans. When we instigate a countdown from 5, what we're doing is our prefrontal cortex in a focused, conscious action. It's akin to knocking on the captain's cabin door and saying, "Hey, I require you're here. I need your guidance to navigate these waters." It's a definitive call to action, a summoning of our decision-making prowess to the forefront. Now, shifting gears, let's delve into the basal ganglia. This area of the brain is akin to the autopilot system of a plane. It's the sanctuary where habits find a home. It's a place of comfort, of routine, and arguably of resistance. The basal ganglia thrive on routine, on the comfort of the familiar, and the ease of the path of least resistance. It's more than content to let you luxuriate in bed for an additional 5 minutes, hit the snooze button, or forgo your gym session. However, with the application of the 5-second rule, we throw a proverbial wrench in this habit loop. We're shaking up the autopilot, seizing the control of our actions, and taking command of our lives. The countdown from 5 to 1 serves as an effective pattern interrupt, a powerful psychological tool that effectively shatters our habitual thought patterns, compelling our brain to transition and adapt. We're essentially switching our brain from a state of automated actions to a state of conscious decision-making. We're making a stand, saying, "No, we're not going to follow the same path. Today, we're taking a different route. We're making a different choice." So, when you count down from 5, you're not merely coaxing yourself into action. You're actively rewiring your brain, conditioning it to make a different choice, a choice that aligns with your desires, goals, and ambitions. You're stepping outside the comfort zone of your basal ganglia and venturing into the strategic, decisive domain of your prefrontal cortex. So the 5-second rule is not simply a motivational gimmick or a clever trick to push us into action. It's grounded in the principles of neuroscience. It's about gaining a profound understanding of the mechanics of your brain and leveraging that knowledge to make better, more informed decisions and to liberate yourself from the chains of limiting habits. Thus, the 5-second rule is not just a motivational trick, it's neuroscience at work. It's about understanding how your brain operates and leveraging that knowledge to make better decisions and break free from limiting habits. Now that we know what the 5-second rule is and how it works, let's delve deeper into the ways we can incorporate this rule into various facets of our lives to instill a sense of discipline and productivity. Imagine a usual morning scene. The alarm rings, disrupting the peaceful tranquility of your slumber. You're cozily snuggled up in the sanguine warmth of your bed, reluctant to greet the day. The thought, "just 5 more minutes," lingers in your mind. But then you remember the 5-second rule. You start counting backward from 5, each digit echoing in your groggy mind. And by the countdown reaches 1, you've successfully managed to pull yourself out of the comforting confines of your bed, ready to seize the day. The 5-second rule just aided you in conquering the morning lethargy. But let's not limit the rule to just mornings. Envision a scenario where you have a fitness goal in mind, a goal that has been on the back burner for quite some time because of your knack for procrastination. The next time this situation arises, remind yourself of the 5-second rule. Start counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and motivate yourself to lace up those running shoes. You'll be surprised at how swiftly you find yourself stepping out the door, embracing the morning chill, breaking into a run, and making strides towards your health objectives. The 5-second rule, however, isn't restricted to overcoming procrastination. It's also an effective technique to combat fear and anxiety. Picture yourself at a social event, surrounded by a sea of unfamiliar faces, and there's someone you're eager to meet. You're understandably nervous, hesitant. That's when the 5-second rule comes to your rescue. Silently count down from 5, push aside your apprehensions, and introduce yourself. You'll marvel at how a mere countdown can bolster your courage, enabling you to step out of your comfort zone. Now let's translate this rule into a professional context. Imagine sitting at your workspace, staring at a seemingly insurmountable pile of tasks. It's intimidating and you're uncertain where to start. Consider applying the 5-second rule in such scenarios. Count down, select a task, and commence. It's remarkable how this rule can assist you in breaking the deadlock of daunting tasks and initiate action. Moreover, the 5-second rule proves to be a beneficial tool when it comes to decision-making. Have you ever stood in a supermarket aisle, investing precious minutes into deciding between 2 brands of cereal? Next time, allot yourself a 5-second window. Make the decision, toss it in your cart, and move forward. You'll be astounded by how much time you save when you refrain from second-guessing each decision. Highlighting another aspect, the 5-second rule isn't just for monumental tasks. It's equally effective for the small, seemingly insignificant things too. Those trivial tasks that you keep deferring, the dishes stacked up in the sink, the report gathering dust on your desk? Put the 5-second rule to use. Start the countdown, pull yourself together, and get it done. You'll discover that life becomes considerably less disordered when tasks are promptly attended to. In all these situations, the 5-second rule acts as a springboard, propelling you to action. It's a simplistic yet potent tool that can assist you in taking that critical first step. Whether it's overcoming procrastination, confronting fear, embarking on a task, or making a decision. From getting out of bed on a lazy morning to initiating a challenging project, the 5-second rule can be your secret weapon. The 5-second rule isn't just about getting things done, it has some profound benefits. This rule is a potent game changer, a tool that can lead to dramatic results. Its most immediate benefit is a surge in productivity. In our world, procrastination is a common enemy. The 5-second rule helps you battle this foe. You simply count down from 5, then swiftly take action. No more delays, no more postponements. You get tasks done effectively, and the rise in productivity is evident. Additionally, the 5-second rule boosts self-confidence. Each time you apply the rule, you're making a decision, moving ahead. Every action, every choice validates your self-belief. It's an affirmation that you can and will defeat inertia, step outside your comfort boundaries. Gradually, this nurtures a solid self-confidence. The rule also lessens anxiety. Anxiety often emerges from feeling swamped, unsure where to begin. The 5-second rule slices through this confusion, offering a starting point. You count from 5 and take the initial step. This approach circumvents the mind's inclination to overthink, to fret. Consequentially, anxiety diminishes. Finally, the rule can disrupt unhealthy habits. Habits by default, automatic. The 5-second rule introduces a moment of conscious decision-making that grants us the power to make different choices and break the loop of negative behaviors. To sum up, the 5-second rule is a catalyst. It ignites productivity, cultivates self-confidence, lessens anxiety, and shatters unhealthy habits. The 5-second rule is simple, but its impact on your life can be monumental. Let's recap the magic of the 5-second rule. We've embarked on a captivating exploration of the concept as championed by Mel Robbins. This potent tool is about breaking hesitation and promoting action. It's as simple as counting down from 5 and then, similar to a rocket launch, diving into the ahead. We've delved into the science behind this rule, the psychology and neuroscience that justify its effectiveness. It's not just a motivational ploy, but a cognitive tool that interrupts habit loops and incites proactive behavior. It's the brain's gear shift, taking us from autopilot mode to the decision-making prefrontal cortex. We then explored the diverse applications of the rule. It's for the everyday moments where we need a nudge to act. Whether it's getting out of bed, initiating a tough conversation, or tackling a work project, the 5-second rule is the catalyst. We also talked about the benefits. The rule isn't just about accomplishing tasks, but also enhancing confidence, reducing anxiety, and fostering control over our lives. By disrupting hesitation, we empower ourselves to take bold steps. But magic is more than these parts. It's about the transformative power of action. It's about using 5 simple numbers to propel us. Remember, each time count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're not just counting down, you're launching towards your dreams. So what are you waiting for? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.